In modern warfare, the battlefield has changed. There is no longer anywhere to hide. The ground itself has become a kill box. The sky is alive with electronic eyes, and the air is filled with a faint, high-pitched buzz, the sound of an ever-watchful hunter. For the soldiers below, every second in the open is no longer just a mission. It is a desperate, frantic game of survival against a relentless predator that never blinks, the FPV drone. This is the new individual terror. Across an open field, a lone Russian soldier sprints with everything he has. He knows what's behind him. He can hear it. A Ukrainian FPV drone closes in and dives. The strike misses, but the shockwave is a physical blow, knocking him violently to the ground. He lies still, dazed, his breath ragged. A second drone appears, hovering directly above him. The soldier, trapped, raises his hand, not in surrender, but in a final, futile gesture of taunting the machine that holds his life in its sights. Another bomb drops moments later, ending the brief standoff. Elsewhere, in a dry riverbed, another soldier moves, already limping and unsteady. He is unaware of the quiet, slow descent from above. He hears the sound too late, turns, and raises his rifle. But the drone dives with cold precision. The strike is brutal and final. This war redefines comradeship and tests its breaking point. Under the sparse shade of a low bush, two Russian soldiers sit resting, catching their breath, unaware they are being tracked from high above. As the drone descends, its faint buzz reaches the ground. Alarm turns to pure panic. The two soldiers bolt, running in frantic, desperate circles around the small bush, trying to dodge the threat they cannot fight. One, exhausted, gives up. He crawls back under the bush, hoping for concealment. The other keeps running, but his strength gives out. He, too, returns to hide beside his comrade. The drone pauses, observing, then spots its chance. It dives fast and strikes directly into the bush. One soldier is wounded, groaning, unable to move. The second soldier, terrified, tries to help. He grabs his injured comrade by the arm, attempting to pull him free. But the fear is too great. The instinct for self-preservation takes over. He lets go, turns, and sprints toward a nearby trench, leaving his comrade behind. On this battlefield, hesitation is a death sentence. Under the blazing sun, two Russian soldiers move across an open field. One carries a javelin anti-tank weapon slung over his shoulder. Overhead, a drone locks on. It strikes the lead soldier, who drops instantly. The second soldier stops. He hesitates, glancing back at his fallen comrade, then makes a choice. He keeps walking. But a second drone is already circling above him. It hovers, seemingly taunting him, forcing the soldier to stumble under the psychological pressure. He slips, he falls. That is the moment the drone seizes. It dives, fast, precise, ruthless. In another field, three soldiers are spotted, walking cautiously, each carrying heavy water canisters. The drone operator doesn't wait. Without hesitation, the drone descends swiftly toward its target, and the calm is shattered. There is no sanctuary. Not in cover, not even in death. A Russian soldier aims his rifle at a second drone weaving in the sky. He tries to reposition and take aim, but before he can fire, the drone dives. The impact is swift. The soldier collapses, lying motionless on the grass. The area grows quiet. But the attack isn't over. Moments later, a third drone enters the area. It scans the field briefly before locking onto the lifeless form below. It surges forward, delivering a final, calculated strike to confirm the kill. Cover is also an illusion. A drone detects a soldier crouching near a small house, rifle in hand. But the house is more than a shelter. It's a control center, surrounded by signal receivers and long antenna cables. Operators mark the location. A targeted strike begins. One drone descends, crashing into the roof. A second follows, aiming for the equipment near the antennas. A third hits the opposite side, shaking the structure's foundation. The attack unfolds in rapid succession as the building collapses under the repeated impacts. The hunt has now expanded. The entire logistical chain is a target. Ukraine has launched a large-scale offensive, using FPV drones to hunt isolated vehicles. Supply trucks, light transports, and even armored vehicles are tracked along exposed rural roads. The goal is to disrupt mobility and erode confidence. The psychological effect is cumulative. Troops begin to delay or avoid necessary movement. A kamikaze UAV locks onto a civilian-looking vehicle. Inside are Russian troops, including a high-ranking officer. A reconnaissance drone captures the scene as the strike drone closes in. The car is hit, flips several times, and bursts into flames. Even military-grade armor offers no guaranteed protection. This warfare continues to evolve. The final phase is not just hunting men, it's hunting the hunters. Ukraine has launched a campaign using FPV drones to hunt down and destroy Russian reconnaissance UAVs. The skies once dominated by Russian observation drones are now a dangerous zone. This is a strategic shift, actively seizing control of the air. And once the air is won, it is used to guide the ground. An armored Ukrainian tank advances along a road. From above, a drone provides real-time surveillance, scanning the area and relaying coordinates for a building occupied by Russian forces. The tank halts, points its cannon, and a sudden burst of fire erupts. Shells strike the building one after another, guided by the eye in the sky. This is the new, brutal efficiency of war, where firepower and intelligence merge to dismantle the enemy from above.